Michiel. Mich-
Michael.
I'll call
Michael
you
is
Michael.
fine. Yeah, Michael's easier.
I really want to say it right though.
Michiel it is. So you have to
Michiel.
pronounce the yeah.
Yeah. So currently, I checked this out this morning. WhatsApp has over 2.78 billion monthly active users in over
Yeah.
180 countries, and predicted to go to over 3 billion in 2025. That plays well with where you guys are headed, right?
It seems to be right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So before we jump in, as to what your product is, why don't you tell us what problem you set out to solve?
Yeah, so there are a few things that we solve. So one is the shortage of staff in the hospitality industry, which is huge, right? So I think 97% of all hotels questioned reports a shortage of staff. So that's an issue. On top of that, the operating expenses are increasing due to increasing of the pay that they have to do to their staff, and also the other operating expenses which are increasing. And thirdly, the guests have increased expectations towards hotels that they are staying. After all the lockdowns, they are used to self-service, to using tech at places wherever they go. And this is a combination which is a pain for the guest, but also a pain for the hotels or the hospitality industry as a whole. And these are the pains that we are solving with Runner.ai.
Yeah. So it sounds like you're in Europe, right? Is all your customers in Europe?
Predominantly, yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So it sounds like you guys are having the same issues we are having post pandemic in the States. It's like, more people are coming back to hospitality, but it's a real challenge to get them to come back. And those that are in hospitality, the pay is through the roof because the cost of living is getting out of hand here. So it sounds like same problem there. That's a real problem.
it's it's exactly the same over here. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So everything is becoming more expensive, such as rents and mortgages, but also doing the groceries,
yeah,
which has yeah, and that leads to higher pays for the employees at the hotel as well, right?
yeah. So describe for us what you created to solve that problem.
Yeah, sure. So Runner is a virtual hotel employee on the WhatsApp, and we proactively engage with guests throughout the journey, from the time that they make a booking till the guest have checked out. So by proactively engaging, we create a communication layer between the guest and the hotel, where we automate repetitive tasks throughout the journey of a guest. Which means, and we use AI. So we integrate with OpenAI, ChatGPT, and we use hotel-specific integrations to automate things such as simple FAQs, of course. But secondly, also we can automate requests, and we can automate upsells. And on top of that, we can also um, add functionalities such as booking an airport transfer, booking attraction tickets, etc., all in the conversation. And with this, we enhance the guest stay in a hotel, and or we enhance the guest entire trip. So that's what we do.
Yeah. So is uh is the app on a booking engine, or is it all post the minute someone books and you've got their cell number, their mobile number, then you can start to use the app, or is it right there? Is it on the booking engine?
Not yet, no. So we
Okay.
currently don't focus pre booking indeed. So we focus from the time that the moment that they have created the booking at
Yeah.
the hotel. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you've got their mobile number, and then so your customers, are they immediately using your app to send a confirmation and maybe an upsell or right?
Yeah, true. Yeah, so we sent a WhatsApp when the booking has been made, saying, "Well, hey, thanks for the booking. We're looking forward to welcome you in the hotel. How can we help you?" And then the guests start to ask questions such as, "What can I do nearby the hotel?" or "What time can I check in?" or "Can I get breakfast?"
Yeah.
Etc., etc. And then we can automate all these things by using AI and integration.
So how long does it usually take, just ballpark, on getting set up one of your clients?
Yeah, and that's very easy. So onboarding is only half an hour. Of course,
Mhm.
when we have an integration with PMS, but for example, with hotels that use Muse as an example, it's plug and play. So we ask the hotel a bit of information about the hotel, such as do you have breakfast, do you have an rooftop, do you have a bar, etc., etc. And we use this information to provide answers on the questions of the guest. And then we integrate Runner with the PMS, and then off we go.
Yeah. So does the OpenAI piece identify, like, when a guest says, like, where's a nice place to eat around the hotel? Is it pre-programmed by the hotel, somebody at the hotel, or is OpenAI picking that up and saying, here are three? What's that look
Yeah,
like?
so we do actually both indeed. So we ask the hotel for their yeah,
Recommendations?
yeah. Sorry, thanks. And if they haven't filled it in, or they're asking for a specific place such as pizza or anything else which we haven't asked to the hotel, then OpenAI is coming up with their own answers. Indeed, yeah.
Yeah. So how would you describe you're different? How do you think you guys are different than other solutions that may be trying to attack this problem?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So one end, we use the WhatsApp to communicate proactively with the guests, which means that we have a very high reach. And on top of that, WhatsApp has an opening rate of 100%, which means that
Yeah.
all the WhatsApp that you send to the guests are being read by your guest.
Yeah.
And besides that, half of the guests actively engage with the chat that we have sent a WhatsApp message, meaning that it is a very effective place to communicate with your guest.
Yeah.
So that's number one. Number two is that we use LLMs only. So we are fully embracing OpenAI, where other players in the industry are more focused still because they were already there a long, long time using old AI frameworks. So they are less fluent in the conversation, where we are embracing it to the max. And besides that, with also by applying LLMs, it's being used to generate an answer on a question, but an LLM can also make certain calls, right? So it can say, "Oh, now you ask me this, so I have to do that,"
Okay.
and we automate that by having all those integrations, such as with the PMS or with your housekeeping manager or with your task manager, etc., etc.
So what are your customers saying about their experience? What's the results?
The customer is or the end. So we have, of course, the hotels. So hotels they are very happy with it, of course. So we grow really fast as a company. So every hotel is asking us, what can I do with AI? How can it help me? How can it help my guests? And on top of that, the majority of the guests that we have asked is also already sharing that we have enhanced their stay in the hotel, which means that hotels enjoy working with us, but also the guests themselves, they also really like to work with them. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Well, I appreciate you joining me, Cal.
Yeah. Thanks for all the questions.
You bet.